Really, guys? Really? You sent an entire rescue team last Haywam when that old guy with no friends or family went missing. I'm asking you to send a taxi. I mean, Earth isn't even that hard to find. It's between the Ghostpocalypse system and Lovax Run. I'm surprised no one's noticed yet. So last night I was exploring the city. I have quite a few hours at night to explore, and last night was pretty quiet, so I had a decent run of the place. Being about the size of a human child, it's pretty easy to hide, so I'm not too worried about being spotted. I mean, unless they have a dog. Dogs are crazy. Do you know what a dog is? Have you read that part of the English guide? They're like Banaravan fromwogglers with teeth, and fur, and smaller, and not poisonous, or slimy, without acid spit, or flaming penises. Okay, they're nothing like fromwogglers, but they can smell you a mile away, and they love extraordinary smells. Down here, I am an extraordinary smell. Ow! Ah. Well, I didn't intend to explore the city, but I was hungry and my squirrel traps were empty, so I had to go hunting, and squirrels aren't exactly nocturnal. I chased this fat, delicious-looking little bastard downtown. I mean, he was fat but quick. That makes them tastier. It means they're juicier and have more leg meat. So you can understand why I followed this triumphant little beast of a squirrel all the way downtown. He's running down alleys, up light posts, and I finally get him where I want him. He's on the other side of the street and he's not going anywhere. I started on the beady-eyed little bastard when, in the dead of night, on a planet populated by a diurnal race, a car driven by what I can only assume is the captain of the city's squirrel protection / alien hunger enforcement unit, blazes around the corner and clips me! I start to panic, thinking that not only had I been caught, but can't get away since I was stunned on the ground. But this guy just keeps on driving, leaving me on one hand relieved that I wasn't caught or killed, and on the other aghast that the driver didn't even see me and or didn't care enough to stop. How could this guy not notice a purple alien with bright yellow eyes running across the street? There aren't exactly a lot of distractions that time of night. Anyway, of course when I looked up, the squirrel was gone. So I picked myself up off the ground and noticed my arms bleeding. And I hobbled over to a secluded bench to dress my wound and try to figure out what I'm going to eat. I was sore and tired, and I must have been there longer than I thought, because the next thing I know, some human is sitting down next to me.
Well now, that didn't sound so good, did it? Are you okay, son?
Yeah?
Don't you lie to me now. I can tell when folks are lying to me, and I don't like it, one bit.
You don't like being lied to, or you don't like knowing when people are lying to you?
Stop cracking wise. I used to be like you know. Thought I was smart, too. Always cracking wise at folks. Strangers, friends, family. So one day I cracked one wise too many at the wife and took a muffin pan to the face. That's muffin pan. Those don't feel good. Lights went out and so did she. Let me tell you, friend, it wasn't until I lost my sight that I truly started to see.
So he's blind, right? I think to myself, maybe if he can't see me, I can talk to him. No, I can't.
Tell me, do you know what day it is?
I think I heard someone say it was Tuesday.
Friday? Wow, already.
He just keeps yammering on like that, completely convinced of his own wisdom and superiority based solely on being blind.
If there's one thing you learn after losing your sight, it's to make the most of your time.
As if being blind has provided him with some sort of epiphany the rest of the human race can't possibly understand.
With anything. The time with your sight, the time with your wife, the time with your dog, the time with a tuna sandwich.
Maybe it's a coping mechanism. I don't know. But he was completely... I think the medical term is bonkers.
What day did you say it was, son?
I said maybe Tuesday?
Then don't you lie to me, I know it's Sunday. I gotta be getting to church, and if you were blind like me, you'd be getting to church yourself. Nothing more mystical than a blind man at church.
He walked away, and I finally regained my strength and orientation, so I head over to a nearby public parking garage to take a look at the city and try to decide my next move. As I exited the primitive mechanical lift called an elevator, I witnessed a crime. I don't know what came over me. I guess I'd just been through enough that night and couldn't stand to see anyone else get victimized. So, yeah. I opened up a can of Purple Alien on his fat ass and got the woman's bag back. I made a mistake, though. I thought if I returned her bag, she wouldn't care that I wasn't a human. Here you go. I brought this back. Hold on, I just wanna... You know what? Forget it. You know? It was just a bad night. And when I got back to my current neighborhood, one of my traps had caught something. Rat? Not as good as squirrel, but at least I'm not hungry. Blech. Listen, Lumog, whatever technician or team of technicians are listening, I can't stress this enough. Get a pen, okay? I don't want you to forget or miscommunicate it to anyone else. You need to take this down verbatim. It's very important. Ready? Get me the f*** out of here!
Stop cracking wise. I don't have time for your smart-ass statements. I'm here sitting, dispensing knowledge and wisdom and whatnot, and all you can do is bleed and make jokes. How would you like it if you were telling somebody a story about your shoes and some baby with teeth told you that you left your hat in Brooklyn? You wouldn't like that very much, would you? Would you? I didn't think so.